What's going on, guys? So today we're going to do a deck profile of the updated Battlin Boxer deck profile. I've already done a bunch, and for some of the information in this video, you might want to refer to the October one because I go in depth about some things. So, let's explain the deck real quick so you understand how it works and what cards go what. And so we'll start off with Battlin Boxer Headgear. Some people say he's the main card that you want to try to get first turn. I don't know, it depends what you're feeling, but 3 Battlin Boxer Headgear. When this card's normal summon, you can send a Battlin Boxer monster from your deck to the graveyard, and you always want to use Glassjaw, by the way. We'll explain what Glassjaw does later. And also, once per turn when this card is face-up attack position, it cannot be destroyed by battle. Alright, the next card you want to play 3 of is Switch Hitter. So when this card is normal summon, you can target one Battlin Boxer monster in your graveyard, Glassjaw, and special summon that monster. And when you activate this effect this turn, only Battlin Boxer monsters can be summoned, so you can't special summon any other type of monster. You want to play 3 of him. He's like your main card. He's your MVP. Battlin Boxer Spar. If there's a Battlin Boxer monster on the field, you can special summon him to the field, but you cannot conduct your battle phase. You want to play 3 of him. Some people don't like him. I like him. Battlin Boxer Veal. He's an alright. He can help you XYZ up. When you take battle damage, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do gain life points, the damage you took. So it's alright. It's not great, but I like playing 1 of. Glassjaw. Now he's like your main card, but he's cloggy at 3, so I like playing him at 2. When this card is targeted for attack, destroy this card. So that's kind of like Utopia's effect when he is out of material, so if he's just targeted, he gets destroyed, so your opponent can still attack. Keep that in mind. So, when this card is sent to the graveyard by his card effect, by a card effect, so whether it be when he's targeted for an attack, or he's sent to the graveyard via Headgear's effect or Foolish Burial, you get his effect. You can target one Battle Monster in your graveyard, except Battlin Boxer Glassjaw, and add that target to your hand. So he's the main card is because if, say, you Switch Hitter him out of the graveyard and you XYZ up for weryugioh, when you use weryugioh's effect and detach a monster and you detach Glassjaw, you can use Glassjaw's effect. It's not used, you automatic. You use Glassjaw's effect and get another monster from your graveyard. So then, say, you already detached a Switch Hitter, you had a Switch Hitter in the grave, and you use Glassjaw, you get Switch Hitter's effect back. You can just keep redoing this, you Switch Hitter, bring back Glassjaw, it keeps repeating it keeps recycling. It's great, that's how it works out. Playing also 1 Mask Chameleon because it goes well with Glassjaw, and yeah, you can make 2 sync up plays, and that's the synchros I have. They're not great, but that's just what I have in here. So for drawing, we got 2 Pot Dualities. It's not a great card, but you need some consistency in this deck, and you do special summon a lot, and that's the main point of the deck, but sometimes there are setups, and 2 Pot Duality do nice to get a good card that you need to dig through your deck. So we're playing 2 Duality, not 3, 2 clogging for 3. 3 Rotas, because, come on, we're playing a Warrior deck, and 3 Rotas, why not? Now, Warrior Returning Alive. If you want to see why I play this card, you're going to have to refer to my October deck profile, because I don't want to go over it again in here. So just go back to my October deck profile and check out why I was playing Warrior Returning Alive over Battlin Boxer Spirits. They're pretty much the same, and I know what you're thinking, David, they're not the same, because Battlin Boxer Spirits special summons Warrior Returning Alive adds a card to your hand. It explains it in that video, but I prefer Warrior Returning Alive. I finally just did that. I don't like Spirits. Spirits has not helped me the past few times I've played the deck, so 2 Warrior Returning Alive, I'm sticking to it. And 1 day apiece, because if you play it correctly, it works out great. So 1 day apiece, Dark Hole and a Raigeki, I feel like that's a good setup. Playing 2 lands, they can be used offensively and defensively, so that's great. And I'm playing 2 MST with that. I haven't played MST in a long time in a deck, that I put it in there. I usually side it out or something. But I feel like MST is just, I know other people have been playing MST for months now, but it's like, I feel like even if you're one of those people like me who also didn't like playing MST, at this time I feel like if you gotta play it for the formats. You just gotta play MST. So I'm playing 2 MST and 2 lands, I feel like it's a good combo. 1 Foolish Burial to go with the Headgears to try to get Glassjaw in the grave quick. It works later game too if you only had 1 Glassjaw in the grave and then you need, like, say, Switch Hitter back to your hand, you can Foolish Burial your other Glassjaw and then you get Glassjaw's effect and Switch Hitter. It works out. And 1 Soul Charge because it's Soul Charge. Trap. Some people won't agree with this, but you know what's been working out fucking fantastic. 1 Torrential, 2 Mirror Force, the trio, Bottomless, Solemn, and Gapulse. 3 Void Trap Pull. Everybody knows I've talked about this card before and I like it, but it's been pretty dope lately, so I'm keeping at 3 Void Trap Pull, and then I'm playing the 2 Fiendish Chain. So most of the time when I do a deck profile, I always say the extra deck is up to your personal preference, and I don't like going over it because a lot of people play different things, and if it's like the same generic meta deck, everybody's playing pretty much the same thing. So we'll go over the extra deck, but really play what you want and what you feel like is correct. So for my Synchros, I'm playing a Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, and I'm playing a Crimson Blader. Not the best Synchros, but I feel like it just goes well together. Playing 3 lead yoke, and no, I'm not playing that other rank 4 XYZ because for Battlin Boxers because it's not out yet, so I'm not gonna play it. But yeah, 3 lead yoke. If you don't know what lead yoke does, if your Battlin Boxer you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can detach one material from this card, glass draw, and then instead of destroying one of those monsters, instead of destroying one of the monsters. So it works on himself, and when a card is detached from him, he gains 800 attack. So it becomes a 3,000 beater pretty quick. 2 number 101 to Exton Knight. I don't really go into these that often, but I just put them in that number. 1 Maze Stroke, 1 Chain. This card's actually pretty good to get set up. Everybody usually forgets its secondary effect, but say a lot of people in the game would play like a headgear, and then, like not all the time, but saying if they had to set up like headgear, spar, and then they would usually just, if this was first turn, they would headgear, send glass draw to the grave, and then spar and make a lead yoke first turn, pass game. Not me, buddy. Headgear, send glass draw to grave, spar, and then sync up for Lavaval Chain, and then secondary effect, choose one monster card from your deck and put it on top, and then choose Switch Header and put it on top. So yeah, Lavaval Chain, not the best thing, but you're already thinning out your deck, you're making plays, you already have the right card on your hand. Switch Header next turn, you can make the glass draw and turn it into lead yoke, and they still have to get over Lavaval Chain, which, is it hard to get over? No. But you could have made a first turn lead yoke. Both plays aren't bad, but I like the second play better. Some people would say it's too long, you would rather, if you could, you should get lead yoke out first. I don't know. It depends what deck you're going against and how they're playing, but I like that play too. People forget the secondary effect of Lavaval Chain a lot of the time. Playing a Cowboy, Pappy, and Blackcorn, and an Abyss Dweller. It's pretty standard 4 setup. There's other 4s you could play too that are pretty good right now, but that's just what I'm playing. So yeah guys, let me know what you think down below. Like I said again, if you want to see why I think Warrior Returning Alive over Battlin Boxer Spirits is better, check that October deck profile of Battlin Boxers that I posted for 2014. And yeah, I'll see you later guys.